Matariki is the Māori New Year. Matariki for me and my whānau is all about whakawhanaunatanga, connection, kai, food, and of course whānau family. It's a time of reflection, a time to slow down with your loved ones and reflect on what the past year was. Also setting a foundation and new goals for the new year ahead.
So you know how you said that boil up is your go-to, and boil up is your taste of home. Well, have you ever had a boil up dumpling?
No.
But we're about to make some.
Yay!
So it's like a Chinese style dumpling, but we've got your beef mince, finely chopped watercress in there, along with some bok choy, and then some seasonings to flavour it up, and then we're going to make them into dumplings and steam them. So it's kind of like, literally like a boil up in a dumpling. 1 tablespoon, depends on how big the dumpling wrappers are, I guess. I reckon I've got too much, because you need to be able to close it, eh? Water just on the top half so that it sticks and seals. Fold up, pinch it at the top. Now we have to pleat it. Make it go like that. Yeah. And then remember that bit there, you sort of push it like that, so it's like a heart. It's cute.
Okay, one.
Cute.
How many do we do?
Like 200? Nah. Put them on the baking paper so they don't
I think they're
stick.
probably going to get better, eh? Once we do a bit more.
But those, I reckon those are pretty pro. So who's all coming tonight?
Close fam and friends.
Beautiful.
They're the usuals that are here anyway, so it's just nice. Mum and Dad only live an hour away, so it's quite handy.
That's
I'm
nice.
close to home.
Yeah. We're pros. We're so good at this.
Proud.
Yeah, when you put it in the bag. And, yeah.
Wow, that's quite fast. I kind of thought it would take all day.
For me, having a hangi today is a beautiful tradition of our Māori culture, an inspiring thing for me to keep me connected spiritually, mentally, emotionally.
We're going to make an oven hangi, so a hangi in the oven.
Yum.
And it's a recipe that my nanny used to make a lot because, doesn't want to go outside and dig a hole in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
We're going to be using some native foliage as well, and this lines the bottom of the tray. We've got some kawakawa, we've got some parata or lemon wood, and then we've got some greens that you'd normally line your hangi basket in, so like your cabbage, watercress, got some silver beet, any kind of big leafy greens. It insulates the hangi, and that's what makes it so moist and tender. So we do 1 layer of natural foliage.
Did you used to have that in your backyard, or how did your...
This is from my backyard.
It is.
And I got some from your backyard.
Oh, great.
And smell the leaf. Break it in half. It's kind of
whoa. That's quite strong.
lemony.
It smells, yeah, it's nice.
That's why it's called lemon wood. They used to use these leaves as like a hand wash or like a hand sanitizer. So that also infuses a nice flavour through the hangi because we've got lemon in our stuffing. Now we layer up with the actual greens that you can eat. This is what you'd normally get from the bottom of the hangi basket, and then when the hangi comes out. So we need to layer it up so that it's all fully insulated, so there's no gap. That we're going to use cabbage. So now we need to start with the meat.
I'm hungry.
So I reckon we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lamb chops. So these are shoulder chops. They're really good for slow cooking because this hangi is going to be cooked for 3 hours. But you can use any cut of beef. We're going to be sort of creating maybe 2 layers. We kind of want to not have it all packed in together, so we want to leave gaps, and then in the gaps we're going to put the vegetables. You can put any vegetables in really. We've got the classic pumpkin, potato, kumara, yams. The water is what creates steam inside, so you're going to have your cabbage and all your greens over the top. It's going to create really awesome insulation. It's just going to be like you're cooking it in the ground. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Yum. And then we can put like clumps of stuffing, so get like stuffing balls. And because the stuffing has got some herbs and garlic, onion, lemon juice, lemon zest, that flavour also permeates the hangi as well. There's so many cultures that do a very similar thing to a hangi. All through South America, you've got the continental pibil, and you've got the traditional Mayan way of cooking, and they heat the rocks in a similar way, but they build like a structure over the rocks to put the food in. It's, quite incredible. So we've done all the layering.
This is amazing.
The water's in there, all the kai is in there. And so now for the final touch on our hangi, I'm going to cover it with 2 layers of tin foil and make sure all really secure so that no steam can escape. Fold it under the rim, put it in the oven, pull it out of the oven, and it's all done.
Yeah, easy for the kids to help out too.
Oh,
Get involved.
yeah. Absolutely.
This year I'm very excited to host my whānau for some beautiful kai and surrounded by all of my loved ones to celebrate such a special occasion.
For next year, so I'm counting the months down in March when I retire from work. I never man of leisure, I'll be a man of leisure.
Something you're looking forward to?
Getting heaps of money.
One thing I'm grateful for is my new Land Cruiser last year. Grateful to buy this beautiful whare with all of our animals and our loved ones. It's been the best year so far. And one thing I'm looking forward to next year, I don't know what it's going to bring, but I'm just going to enjoy each journey and each opportunity that comes with joy. There's so many ways to kind of slow down, pause, be with your family, be with your loved ones surrounding you, and just enjoy the moment together.